Hey everybody, Brian Fleming from lawncarebusinesstips.com. Today we are going to learn about advertising online with the internet for your lawn care business. So let's get started. First, I want to talk about how is online advertising different from offline advertising, because offline advertising is probably what you're most used to. Offline advertising is not very easy to track, as you probably already know. That is why you have to pay for it up front, even if you get no results. Let's talk about that. You can spend all day handing out flyers that you went out and paid good money for. You had to pay for all the flyers at a print shop or print them off on your home printer, but you still had to pay money for them. Then you had to spend the entire day handing out the flyers, walking around and handing them out. I mean, your time's worth money, right? But you could easily see no results from all that money and work. And it doesn't stop there. You can buy a newspaper ad that produces no calls, but you still had to pay for it. You can spend a small fortune on a Yellow Pages ad. And guess what? Yellow Pages will not even guarantee you will even get one good call from their ad. You can spend money on throwaway mailbox ads that can produce no results, and they typically do produce no results. But online advertising is much different. Why? Because everything is painfully trackable, and that's a good thing, as you're going to find out. You only pay when someone clicks on your ad. That means Facebook and Google can show your ad 10,000 times or more, and if nobody clicks, you pay nothing. So with internet, you only pay for results when you get a click. When someone actually comes to your website, that's when you pay. With the offline world, you just pay no matter what. It sounds great, but you can still go broke with advertising online if your website is not effective. And I've talked to you guys about that in other presentations. This is why it's so important that you have an effective website. If your website's not effective, you're not going to get calls or prospects, and you'll probably go broke trying to advertise online. If you're stuck with your website and you're not sure if it's effective or you don't have one, contact me at lawncarebusinesstips.com and I'll get you straightened out and help you out with your website. I already know how to make them so they convert, and I can help you out with that. Okay, let's continue. You can easily spend a few $100s on clicks and get no calls and no prospects. I see it happen all the time. It can drive you crazy the first time this happens to you. I mean, you look and you see you've paid for all these people to come to your website and no calls or prospects. It's because your website is not effective. So we still have to be really smart about how the ad money is spent. There are lots of ad platforms online. If you look, there are hundreds of them, but I only recommend you use these three: Perfect Audience, Google, who you've probably heard of, and Facebook, who you've probably also heard of. I will go into each of these later in a different presentation in a lot of detail, but the following is an overview of what your advertising online strategy should be. Start with Perfect Audience first. Perfect Audience is a remarketing ad service. Remarketing ads are ads that follow your prospects around the entire internet after they visit your website. Here is how it works. So I'm going to show you. First, someone is sitting at their computer and they probably see a Google or Facebook ad and click and come to your website. But guess what? Most people bounce right off your website. They look around for a few seconds. They don't contact you because they don't really know you. They want to go check out other sites. So they leave your website and they browse around on the internet, and as you can see, your ad starts showing up on other people's website as they make their way around the internet, showing your ad to try to get them to come back to your website. That's how remarketing works. It's a great thing. If you're going to do pay-per-click advertising, you have to have this set up, because the price you pay for a click is usually only about 10% of what you would normally pay. These ads are cheaper because you already know they're your people and you can buy it at a lower cost. That's what Perfect Audience automatically does for you. It's a great way to keep your business in front of your prospects for almost no money. Set up Perfect Audience first so that you can get people to remember you after they leave your site. And remember, Most people will leave your site without calling or signing up with you. That's just how the internet works. You want to have a good shot at getting them back, especially after you paid as much as a few dollars to get them to your site in the first place. Next, we're going to start running ads with Google. So after Perfect Audience, we're going to set up ads with Google. Google works on search intent. Someone needs their lawn cut, so they head straight to Google and type in lawn care service, Canton, Ohio. This is what they're gonna see. You've seen this screen a lot, I'm sure. They type it in at the top, and then we see ads taking up the first 3 spots in Google, and then on the right they go down the side. That's what your ad's gonna look like. It's just a little classified ad you can type up in a few minutes, and when I talk about Google, I'm gonna show you how to write ads that work, but this is where your ad's gonna show up in the search engine. You bid in a real-time auction for the top placing ads. The more money you're willing to pay for a click, the higher up in the rankings you appear. And you only pay when someone clicks on your ad, so it's really pretty simple. Google has a large banner ad network too that most people do not know about. You can run banner ads to everyone in the zip code you service. Just think about that. People all day are on different websites, but you know they're in your zip code. You can show your banners to them pretty cheaply. And you can even do it on their Android or iPhone. So think about all the app games they're playing. Your banners can pop up in there for pennies. It's dirt cheap to do it that way, and it's something we're going to talk about. Google works so well because people are using it to find answers to their problems. In our case, they run over to Google the minute they need their lawn mowed or fertilized. So that's how Google works. The last ad platform to set up is Facebook. Facebook has a huge ad inventory. They're the most viewed website on the planet. That means you can likely get your ads cheaper on their ad platform. But Facebook is much different from Google. They don't work on search intent. With Facebook, you need to look at the demographics of your ideal customers. You should show ads in the zip code you service. So when you go into Facebook, you don't want to show your ad to everybody on Facebook. You want to tighten it up and say, I just want people in these 2 zip codes or this 1 zip code, and that's how you filter it down. But you should shrink it down to only people over 30 years old that own a home. It does no good to have a 14-year-old click on your ads, and trust me, 14-year-olds will click on your ads if you don't do this, and they will drain your entire ad budget. So, to recap, internet advertising is pay only for results. It's different than offline advertising in that way, and that's why I personally like it a lot. Start with Perfect Audience to recapture traffic you're going to spend money on. Then, run your ads on Google. Their intent-driven search engine will get people at the exact moment that they think they need lawn care service. It's really important. It's the timing of it all that makes it work. It's at the exact moment they think they need it, they will see your business. That's the key to Google. And then do Facebook last. Their ads will be cheaper and it can get you results, but remember, these people are not looking for lawn care service. So your ads and your clicks will not be as effective. In the internet world, we say that Facebook would have a lower quality traffic of Google. The traffic's just lower quality because people are not looking for the problem. They're kind of on Facebook and they see a cool ad and click on it. But once you have your internet advertising set up with working ads and working campaigns, you can literally turn them on the minute you need some customers, and then with one click, turn them off when you have too many customers. It's a great way. It's how you guys should be doing it online. If you need any more lawn care business tips, check out my website, lawncarebusinesstips.com. My name's Brian Fleming, and I'll have more presentations and videos for you soon. Take care.